Hello everyone, good evening everyone. Hope you are preparing well for your upcoming exam. Today we are here with the topic that will help you up in your grammar as well as in your literature. आज के इस टॉपिक में हम कुछ ऐसे फिगर ऑफ स्पीच के बारे में पढ़ने वाले हैं जो हमारे एग्जाम में कॉम्प्रिहेंशन पैसेज के साथ साथ हमारे लिटरेचर में भी हेल्प करेगा. The topic is figure of speech. What is basically figure of speech? First, so we have different names for figure of speech in exam. The topic is figure of speech. We have different names for figure of speech. Literary devices and poetic devices. This all will help you up to understand how to find out any kind of poetic device or figure of speech from the given comprehension passage. एग्जाम में एग्जामिनर हमें कोई भी comprehension passage देता है. In the end of the questions, we usually have question find out figure of speech in the given extract. So to know more about the same, we must know what are the rules. How can we identify different figure of speech in the given stanza or given extract? So here we have figure of speech. What is basically figure of speech? It refers to different expressions that aid in providing ornamentation. What is ornamentation to a sentence? Beautification to a sentence. See, whenever we write, जब भी कभी हम ऐसे लिखते हैं, राइटिंग स्किल का हम कोई भी टॉपिक लिखते हैं, so what do basically say to students? हम बच्चों को क्या कहते हैं? Use those kind of vocabulary words कि एग्जामिनर उसको देखकर इम्प्रेस हो जाए and you will get good marks. 4 marks का अगर आपका राइटिंग स्किल है और आपने अच्छी vocabulary words यूज करे हैं, you have used ornamentation into the sentence, then the examiner will surely give you 3.5. So figure of speech भी वो सब words होते हैं जो refer to different expressions that aid in providing, जो हमारे एक sentence को ornamentation देते हैं, beautification देते हैं, or a phrase. The purpose of using a figure of speech is to add a creative edge. See, in English language, what do we basically do? We are unable to say anything to the person. जो person हमारे सामने है उसको हम direct tone में उस बात को नहीं कह सकते. So we use figure of speech. We are using the same meaning but in the indirect way with the ornamentation in the phrase or the sentence to enhance our expression और हम उस emotion को भी evoke up कर दे, raise up कर दे. The words of phrase used under figure of speech are figurative, not literal. What is difference between figurative and literal? The words we have here, figurative, and the other word is literal. Literal is exact meaning, but figurative is the meaning, the ornamentation we have given. Whatever the expression, जो expression जो emotion हम सामने वाले person को दिखाना चाहते हैं, as per this purpose जो मैंने अपना expression अपनी addition एक figure of speech में किया, that is figurative. Literal is exact meaning. Whatever the meaning of the word is, that will remain same. Suppose I am saying he is busy. वो busy है. And similarly, I am just putting my expression, you are a busy bee. Yeah, he is a busy bee. So यहाँ पर bee, we are not talking about any insect. We are just putting the expression like a bee usually remains busy. You are as busy as a bee. So the meaning that is totally figurative. The meaning is not literal in figure of speech. In English language, it is a tool used to enhance the beauty. Yes. Why we use figure of speech? Because when the poets are writing any of the poem, जो poets हैं वो अपनी poem लिख रहे हैं तो उस poem में उनको emotions तो लाने पड़ेंगे, तभी हम उस poem को उसी intonation के साथ पढ़ सकेंगे. So it expresses emotion in the language. Using figure of speech helps eliminate the monotony of sentence. Yes, it doesn't make the sentence lame कि हम sentence read करे जा रहे हैं no, it added expression, it adds feel. ये उसमें feel add कर देता है किसी भी sentence में to help readers understand, and we are present here a regular sentence and another with a figure of speech. Yes, what we have here, जब कभी भी हम फिगर ऑफ स्पीच का सेंटेंस पढ़ते हैं तो इट हेल्प रीडर्स टू अंडरस्टैंड. सपोज आप कोई स्टोरी पढ़ रहे हैं, देयर इज अ नॉवल, सो उस नॉवल को रीड करने के लिए इफ देयर विल बी सम ट्विस्ट इन द सेंटेंस और देयर विल बी सम एक्सप्रेशंस और इमोशंस, देन इट वुड बी इजी फॉर यू टू अंडरस्टैंड what is actually the introduction in the story and what is in the mid of the story or the novel. Similarly, figure of speech, they add expression, understanding and emotions in any of the given sentence, any of the given phrase or any of the part of English literature. Like the sentence, I have not met Rosie since long as she is very busy these days. This is just a normal sentence. If someone is asking from me, have you seen Rosie? So I'll directly answer, I have not met Rosie since long. मैं बहुत लंबे टाइम से उससे नहीं मिली. I think she is very busy these days. शायद वो बहुत busy है. But if I am adding expression, here, so I have not met Rosie since long. बहुत लंबे टाइम से नहीं मिली. She is a busy bee. Here we are not telling that she is a bee. Here we are just giving an expression. She is a busy bee. So we are using the word here, busy bee. This is our figure of speech. We have added our expression in the sentence. Rather than saying the sentence in correct way or in the straightforward way, कि yes, she is very busy in these days, we have used an expression here, a busy bee. So there are ample of figure of speech. हमारे बहुत सारे figure of speech हैं. What happened? We have ample of figure of speech. We have simile. We have metaphor. We have pun. We have onomatopoeia. We have hyperbole. We have oxymoron. So we have ample of figure of speech that we are going to read in today class. Those who have literature background, जिनका भी literature background है, उन्होंने तो बहुत सारी figure of speech के बारे में पढ़ा होगा. It is a part of their curriculum as well. So let's have a start. First part of speech that we have, that is simile. What is simile? What do you understand by the term simile? Simile is a figure of speech in which we are comparing and contrasting two different things. Simile एक ऐसा figure of speech होता है in which we use to compare two subjects or two objects, can be identified with the usage of words like and as. See, let's make it simple. What is basically simile? When we are showing a connection, a contrast between two things, and we are comparing a human being or a living thing with a non-living things. How? In the previous sentence, she is as busy as a bee. So here I am comparing she, a girl, that is a living thing, with a living thing but not human being. Here I am comparing a girl with a bee. Next we have black as coal. So if you are able to see the sentences here, तो आप क्या देख रहे हैं? मैं हर sentence में या तो as use कर रही हूँ या मैं like use कर रही हूँ. So simile होता है दो objects, दो things, any two things or any non-living thing to living thing or living thing to non-living thing We are preparing a contrast with the usage of word as and like. Here we have figure of speech used to compare a living being or human being with non-living being, inanimate object, natural phenomena or anything. या तो मैं living को living के साथ कर रही हूँ, नॉन लिविंग को लिविंग के साथ कर रही हूँ, और इनएनिमेट थिंग या किसी फिनोमिना को किसी चीज के साथ ऐड कर रही हूँ. एग्जाम्पल, शी एंटर्ड द रूम साइलेंटली लाइक अ कैट. हियर आई हैव यूज्ड लाइक. I can say she entered the room silently. This is the straight sentence. But if I am adding emotion, I am evoking expression here. So she entered the room. मैंने compare कर दिया. Silently how? Like a cat. Elsa looked like a white lily in her wedding gown. We can say Elsa looked very beautiful. Elsa looked so beautiful. But rather than using a direct sentence, I am telling here, she looked like a white lily. Here I am comparing Elsa with a flower. Elsa with a flower. Ritu hands were cold as ice. We can say directly straight, Ritu hands were so cold. But no, here we are comparing the coldness with the ice. So whenever we compare any two things or contrasting any two things with the usage of as and like, आपको किसी भी सेंटेंस में as and like मिलता है, चाहे वो कंपैरिजन कैसा भी हो, you will directly go for simile. आप उस सेंटेंस में simile के लिए जाएंगे. Every time when you see any usage, any contrast, any connection between two things with the usage of as and like, you will directly go for simile. Why I am putting emphasis on as and like again and again? Because जो next हमारा figure of speech है, उसमें भी हम contrast and compare करते हैं. But the main difference is that in that figure of speech we do not use as and like. उस figure of speech में हम as और like को use नहीं करते. Let's move. Here we have next one is metaphor. What is metaphor? Metaphor is also the directly comparison. Here we are also comparing and contrasting between two things. But what we are using here, we are using direct comparison. Compares two similar or dissimilar objects to strike a contrast and create an imagery. It creates an imagery in our mind. It describes an object action by comparing it with another object. The same I have told. We are comparing and contrasting. The difference between simile and metaphor is that as and like are used in simile, but as and like are not used in metaphor. This is the main difference. If we have as and like, that will directly go for simile. And if we do not have as and like, it will directly go for metaphor. My nephew Rohan is the apple of my eye. It means here we are talking about the nephew Rohan. He is so close, he is so loving to the person. The person who is talking about the same, my nephew Rohan, is the apple of my eye. Apple of my eye is an idiom as well. मेरी आंखों का तारा. It means he is so loving to him. The world is a stage. It is a well-known saying by William Shakespeare. The world is a stage. Yes. And we have to act our role. We all know we all are here in the world to act our role. So the world is a stage. Here we are comparing the world with the stage in which everyone is playing their role. My life is an open book. It means there is nothing to hide. Here my life is an open book. What does it mean? Here we are comparing the life with an open book. It means there is nothing which is to be hidden in the life. Here we have the main difference between simile and metaphor. We use like and as, very important. In simile, we have to use like and as. In this, we have to use no like, no as. Rest everything is same. Compares two different things, compares two different things. Something is like or as. Here when we are comparing two things, something is compared with something with the usage of like and as. Here also something is something else, something is compared with something else, but with no usage of like and as. He was as quiet as a mouse. Here we are comparing his nature with mouse, that he remains quiet, but with the usage of as. She swam like a fish. Like the fish swims in the pond, like the way she swam like a fish. Here we are comparing her swimming with fish, but here we are using like. In these, Ali is a walking dictionary. It means Ali is aware about so many words. He keeps so many words in his mind. So here we are comparing Ali with a walking dictionary, but there is no usage of as and like. Time is money. Here we are giving the figurative meaning. Like the money we spend in the same way time goes on. It doesn't wait for anyone. Next we have hyperbole. You know, in today's era as well, or in general discussion, what we usually see, हम क्या दिखते हैं, कोई हमारे पास बात आई और हम उस बात को बहुत बढ़ा चढ़ा के कहते हैं. Like the talk is totally trivial. It is totally trivial. It is of no use. But still अगर हमें किसी को बताना है तो हम उस बात को बहुत बढ़ा चढ़ा कर कहते हैं. That is totally hyperbole. Is used an exaggeration to emphasize a situation. हम एक सिचुएशन पे एम्फेसाइज कर रहे हैं एग्जैगरेट कर कर. एग्जैगरेट मींस बढ़ा चढ़ाकर. और सिनेरियो और टू एक्सप्लेन द सेंस ऑफ एक्सट्रीमिटी, कि जो हम बात एक्सप्लेन कर रहे हैं हम उस बात को कह रहे हैं दैट द थिंग इज सो एक्सट्रीम, यू शुड लिसन द सेम. As the name of figure of speech suggests, there is a sense of hyper. Yes, hyperbole means we are putting our emphasis in hyper mode. Hyper mode में हम उस चीज को बढ़ा चढ़ाकर बोल रहे हैं. At times it is used to express a sense of over excitement or warn against an impending serious situation. Yes, when the situation is trivial one, it means it can be negotiable, neglected, but yes, due to our hyperness, we are putting this hyperactivity, we are putting emphasis on the thing, और हम उस बात को बढ़ा चढ़ाकर बोल रहे हैं to avoid any possible disaster. So that is hyperbole. PT Usha runs so fast. We all are aware that yes, she runs so fast. But here what they are saying, PT Usha runs so fast that she can easily defeat a cheetah. So here we are telling कि PT Usha इतनी fast भागती है कि वो एक चीता को defeat कर सकती है. There was a sentence as well, I am so hungry I can eat a horse. कि मेरे को इतनी भूख लगी है कि मैं एक horse को भी खा सकती हूँ. So that this is so exaggeration. We can understand the person is so hungry. Her tears filled the oceans. There are so many hyperboles कि उसके आंसुओं ने oceans भर दिए. It is not possible anyway. Yeah, someone can cry at huge limit, but it doesn't possible. The person is crying and it fills the emotion. So that is hyperbole, the exaggeration of the words. कि हम बातों को बहुत बढ़ा चढ़ाकर बता रहे हैं. Next we have personification. We have done up our 3 figure of speech. The first one was simile, where we were comparing 2 things, similar or unsimilar thing, with the usage of like and as. In the next one we have done, we are also comparing the same, but we did not use any like and as. And the third we have done hyperbole. The fourth one is personification. See, this we basically use in initial classes as well. 5th and 6th के students को ये समझा दिया जाता है what is personification. When we compare, it gives the human attributes to objects and non-human beings. The sun is shining. एक बच्चे ने किसी ड्राइंग में child and the child has written the sun is shining. So we are giving human emotions to non-human things. यहाँ पर जो sun है वो sunshine नहीं करता, but yes we are giving human emotions. जब हम human emotions non-living things को या non-human things को देते हैं, when generally used in literature to give the non-living things or inanimate objects a touch of life. Yes, कौन shine? The sun is smiling. कौन smile करता है? Human being smile करते हैं, and the person who has life. So bring character to them. This usage is personification. So ये क्या होता है? हमारी imagery होती है. What we can say? The river is showing anger. If we are looking the waves in the river, so what we can say, the river is showing anger. But these anger, smiling, they all are the emotions that human beings have. They are the emotion that we can't see with non-human things. But in English, to put expression and to evoke emotions, we are adding imagery. हम imagery add कर रहे हैं अपने sentence को और expressive बनाने के लिए. This is personification. An imagery and invokes imagination and engagement among the readers. The walls of the old palace have witnessed various historical events. This is what we are getting information. जो भी हमारे monuments हैं, जो भी हमारे architects हुए हैं उसके ऊपर, वो सब हमें क्या देते हैं, historical events की knowledge देते हैं. But it doesn't mean they are telling us. वो हमें कुछ नहीं बता रहे. So here what we are comparing the walls of old palace. जो old palace, जो भी old महल है, उसकी जो दीवारें हैं वो witness, वो हमें दिखाती हैं various historical event. No, that we are putting imagery in our mind. Okay, इस पे wheels बने हुए हैं, so maybe invention of wheel. इस पे maybe wheels बने हुए हैं due to war. So this is our imagery, what we are imagining with the given historical events pictures or on the palace or on the walls. The wind whispered to my eyes, to my ears. The wind whispered to my ears. Whispering क्या होता है? बड़बड़ाना, murmuring. Now who whispers? कौन करता है whisper? Human beings. Here we can't say the wind whispered, but here we are comparing. हम human being की whispering emotion को compare कर रहे हैं with the wind. So this is personification. We are left with one. Maybe some technical glitch. I'm unable to fix the same. Okay, we have done with 4 figure of speech, in which first we have done about simile to compare between two things, to create a contrast between two things with the usage of as and like. Next we have done metaphor. In metaphor we are also comparing between two things, but we are not using any word as or like. Direct comparison hota hai, in which we are directly comparing one thing to another thing. The third one we have taken here hyperbole. Hyperbole is exaggeration. किसी बात को इतना बड़ा चढ़ा कर कहना जिस बात का कोई यूज ना हो. But yes, the person is showing the hyperactivity there to showcase what is actually happened there with exaggeration of the words. The next one we have done personification. Personification means when we are adding imagery. जब हम imagery add कर रहे हैं with the giving emotions of human beings to non-human things. Just to showcase, yes, we are evoking emotions in the person who is reading the same. Hope you all have understood the same. It is working. Let's see. Yes. One more we have, that is alliteration. You all have heard about tongue twisters. आप सबने tongue twisters के बारे में सुना होगा. You have heard about the same as well. So जितने भी हमारे alliteration होते हैं, alliteration includes each word of a sentence starts with the same letter. जो हमारा each word. Now alliteration के लिए किसी भी sentence में alliteration find out करने के लिए minimum we require 2 words. Minimum we require 2 words, or more than 2 words can be there, but minimum requirement is 2. When it starts with the same letter, alliteration, it is formed from the word litera, which means letter in, which means letter. Litera means letter. What is litera? See here we have sentence, Sally sells she sails on the seashore. Here for alliteration we basically require 2 words, but here we have the complete sentence with the same usage of first letter. Sally sails sea shells on the seashore. So here we are repeating the same word again and again. So litera means letter. Letter are the words, the first initial words. They all are the words, they are letters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But in this alliteration, we are talking about the first letter. Whenever the first letter of the sentence is repeating, that comes under alliteration. Betty bought some butter. So here what is repeating? B. Silly snakes slither silently. जो snake silly होते हैं, they slither silently. Slither is the movement of snake. So this is alliteration. Hope you all have understood. This was the part 1 of our figure of speech. We have ample of figure of speech. Yes, we will learn it term wise term because it would be very easy to understand the same. So hope you all have understood all the 5 figure of speech today. See you again tomorrow with next figure of speech. Thank you everyone. Thank you for watching.